When David put his truck in gear, two vehicles drove by, one described as a larger vehicle and the second as a smaller silver-gray car. The cars were driving an estimated 55 miles an hour and had about a 3 to 5 second break between them. After the cars passed, David pulled out of his driveway onto CTHH, heading south towards Vesper. As he passed Hayes Lane, he could see Deidre's bike laying in the northbound lane on CTHH near the entrance to a wooded area. He rolled down his windows and started calling out for his daughter. At this point, David recalled thinking Deidre had possibly found a dog or a bunny near the woods, jumped off her bike, and started to approach it. David continued driving in desperate search of Deidre, frantically checking both the east and west ditches. As David approached neighbor Randy Burkholz's residence, he stated that is when he saw his daughter laying on the east side of the road in a ditch. He immediately slammed his truck into park in the Burkholz's driveway and ran across the street, jumping down into the ditch to tend to Deidre. David said when he got to Deidre, she was on her back with her eyes halfway open and didn't seem to be breathing. After kissing and holding his daughter, David realized he needed to get help. He looked over at the Griffins' residence and saw no lights on. He saw a light on in the Burkholz's residence and ran over. After knocking on the door a couple times, he just let himself in. Inside, the Burkholz family were watching the television in the living room. Prior to David entering their home, Randy and Irene Burkholz heard a thud outside. They described it as if someone had slammed their car door shut. About 10 minutes after hearing the noise and continuing to watch television, the doorbell rang. Randy got up to answer the door, but before he could open the door, a panicked and bloody David Week entered the Burkholz's residence, begging for them to call 911 because someone had just hit his daughter. Irene Burkholz dialed 911 and told the dispatcher that a guy came into their house and said his daughter was just hit by a car.